I want to preface this video with the acknowledgement that I am indeed a Tigers fan, so I do feel like I'm a bit more invested in the situation I'm going to be talking about today than some others might be. And it's for this reason that it's about doubly as frustrating for me, because, you see, yesterday the Tigers, per Jeff Passan, offered Tarik Skubal $19 million in his final year of arbitration, while the two-time Cy Young winner filed at $32 million, making this the biggest spread in the history of Major League Baseball for the arbitration process. Now, before we get into it, I do want to say that Skubal's bid is the largest in recorded MLB history, just barely beating out the one Juan Soto signed for $31 million back in 2024, so I would understand if there was a little bit of a distance between him and the organization. But $13 million? That's ridiculous, especially considering that this is the same team that gave David Price the same dollar amount of $19 million in his final year of ARB back in 2015. For a little context, these were his numbers from the prior 2014 season versus Tarik's in 2025. One was easily a top 10 hurler in the game, but the other was arguably the absolute best, with only really Paul Skeens giving him a run for his money. But it gets even worse when you realize that if you adjust for inflation, Price's contract back then comes out to nearly $30 million in equivalent dollars. This essentially means the current management for the Tigers believe that their star lefty, easily the best player on their team, is worth roughly around $10 million less than a guy who was inarguably worse 10 years ago. Obviously, there's been a lot of turnover in the front office since then, but this comparison sure does make them look cheap. Even if they filed at, let's say, 25, it wouldn't be nearly as big a story. But 19? That's just insulting, especially when you consider the rumor that came out after his first Cy Young in 2024 that they had offered him 4 years and less than $100 million for an extension, which, if true, is another pitifully embarrassing effort. And I know, if you clicked on this video, you probably don't need much convincing as to the elite nature of his game. But I did want to take a second to tell you the rankings he was first in over the last 2 years in a couple major categories among guys who threw at least 350 innings. BWAR, ERA, walks, strikeouts, ERA+, WHIP, hits per 9, walks per 9, and strikeout to walk ratio. And this doesn't even include a host of other advanced numbers. If that doesn't give you a good idea as to how dominant he's been and how much he probably deserves a number closer to that 32, I don't know what will. It's so frustrating to witness this as a fan who already had to see all of our best pitchers leave in the mid-2010s and then go win championships with other teams, which now feels like a near certainty in regards to Tarik, who might be having the best peak of all of them.
Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in the video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching, have a great rest of your day.